Okay, everyone, welcome to our website, daytradingthefutures.com. And I'd like to do a quick video on the type of setups that we do in my live trading room. We currently trade the S&P 500 futures, the E-mini, and also the Euro EC FX. So during the day, from 9:30 to 4:15, we trade the S&P with my system. And then at night, from Eastern Standard Time, from 1 a.m. all the way to 11:30 a.m., you have the opportunity to make tons of pips on the EC, which mimics exactly the Forex pair, the euro and the U.S. dollar. So, and then we open it back up at night again from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So literally, we're one of the only trading rooms in the world that literally almost trades 24 hours a day. Okay. Now, what I'll do is I'll go over the S&P 500 trades that we had on the 16th of April in my live trading room, and you'll get a feel for what type of trading that we do. We just nailed it again. And then I'm going to go over the Euro. The Euro EC, if you're not familiar with it, all you S&P 500 traders, I have converted almost everybody in my room to be a Euro trader. The EC. Why? Because the margin requirements are low. It moves $12.50 per pip. And you can do 50 to 100 pips easily in my trading room per day. So I'll show you what happened last night, where it did over 200 plus pips, and you could have easily done 70 to 100 pips just by taking a 10 pip trade per trade. And you took no heat on these trades that I'll show you. It did not go against you by 1 pip. That's how accurate my system is. Okay, so let's first go over the basis of my trading style. I've been trading since 1993 in the S&P 500 and also the Russell 2000, and I've also traded the soybeans and corn market. Right now, I've been concentrating on the currency market because my system really nails it with the S&P 500. So we will be trading all the currencies in this room. We will be trading the Aussie, the British pound, the U.S. dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Swiss, Japanese yen, and of course the euro. So lots of opportunity. I'll go over all those trades here in a second. We were 9 for 9 last night. 9 for 9. My system picked up in the currency market, which I'll go over here in a sec. Okay, the first overall chart that's very important. A lot of traders fail because two things: they counter trend trade the market, or number two, that they don't know how to place their stop and use a trailing stop. And they typically cut their losers, let their losers run, and they cut their winners short. Where what we like to do is we like to let our winners run and cut our losers short. So our risk reward in this room is tremendous. Now, I invite you to come in for 3 days. No obligation, 3 days. Watch my trading style. I have over 50 plus core traders in now that are paid members that will help everybody out in the room, as well as myself. I train during the day on live trades, and also my partner Gerald. He's the one that's going to get you in the room and get you set up, and he does training on the side also. So whether you're a beginning trader or you're a pro trader, I have traders that have over 20 plus years experience in the market that use our system, as well as beginners that never traded the EC or the S&P before, and they're knocking them dead also. So this is the first trade. To go over the indicators real quick, I don't have a lot of time. If you look at this indicator right here, this is my trend indicator. It's very important when you first start trading during the day to know what the overall intraday trend is, because my bias is always going to be on the upside or downside. Now, this was the 16th. Okay, we had a blue above my magenta. So if you read my 75-page PDF, I go over this. We were in a major uptrend, so we only bought dips. And I'll go over the trades we took live in the room. But this is only buy dip area in the market. You cannot take any shorts. If you take counter trend trade shorts, which some traders do because my system's so accurate, it's only for scalping. The trend trades with the overall intraday trend, those are the good ones. And the system works in a chop market as well as trending market. Okay, so we can tell in 416 we were in an uptrend in the S&P. Let me go over some trades, and I'm going to move over to the euro and some currencies. Hold on one second. Okay, I called this setup live in the room, and this is we had a gap up, and we're looking for a pullback to my support. Now, I have 6 different setups, which I'm not going to go in detail on all of them. You can go on my YouTube page and look in detail on all of them. I went on my last video. But if you go to daytradingthefutures.com, there's a free PDF. Please feel free to go in there, and I go over all my 6 setups. But this is a typical pullback into support. Once we get into support, I have confluence, what's called confluence. And in the market, we caught the exact low of the day. My target was 44 to 52. You can see it came right up to 52, hit its head, rolled back over, and then I had another target. We bought a pullback again, and a target of 54, which we nailed also. So we got in this area for the big run from 44 to 52. We also got the exact low in the pullback, and we got it right to 54. Now the cool thing about this is that you're going to get nice pullback buys. I announced these buys in the room before they happen, okay? And you're going to know these setups. So this is way ahead before it even comes close and happens. So this was brought out in the room when it was 849. That's I called the exact low before the big run up. Also, I called the exact low at 49 on the pullback. After I hit my first target at 52, I hit the exact high. It rolls over. I caught the exact low at 49. And my target was 54, which I caught the exact run on that also. Okay. Now, once you get down these levels of support and resistance, now I have 6 different setups. It's just one of them. We had other setups that happened during the day. My compression setups, my momentum breakout, and so on. So this is a day where a lot of traders did over 20 plus S&P points. So this is a good day that we had in the S&P. But let me show you the entry also. So hold on one second. This is an area to buy. Now you need, how do I pull the trigger? What do I do to pull the trigger? Watch and see. Watch this. All right, everybody. This is one of my execution charts I like to use. Now, I gave everybody the notice in the room, and they all know my trade setups, because once you get in my room, you're going to learn my 6 trade setups. You're going to know exactly what to do with the trend. The first chart I showed you, rewind, the trend was up hard. What are we looking to do? We're looking to buy pullbacks. We're not looking to be like the public, and just because the market gapped up, buyers up here at 50 or 49. Oh, no. We're looking for retracement into my proprietary support levels. My proprietary support level was at 43 and a half to 44. We get down there. The first close of a green bar like this, we get in. Okay? Once we got in, this is our trail right here. The first red bar we want to exit. We're in at 44. All right, all the way to 51. My target was 52. Now I also give you targets where the market's going to go. It hit 52, the exact high. My exact high right there, okay? Now watch this. Hit 52, back down. My other target was 54. We had a counter trend trade short right here. Right here, exactly at the exact high. I called a short right at 54. All right, so if I have a short at 54, you wait for one red closed bar, and you'll see resistance on my confluence trades. When you read my PDF, you know why we took the short. 54 all the way down to 49. Now remember, we just took this from 44 to 52, and now we just took it from 54 to 49. Guess what? You got it. I had a buy right at 49. I caught the rhythm of this market all day long. I was nailing it. So, and all the traders were that knew the rhythm of it also. A lot of traders did in the teens today. All right, so then we get back long. Look at this. There's no longer paralysis by analysis. Hey, Jay, when do I get out? How do I trail? What do I do? Here's how you do it, everybody. Look at that. First green bar, I get in. 49 was my buy. It pops in. We are now long at 50 and a quarter. Look at that. Did not sell all the way up until when, everybody? 66. That was my target. Guess what we did? Yes, we did. We had a counter trend trade short at 66. That was the rhythm I called out. That was the number right there. Okay? Oops. Hold on one sec. So, that was our counter short. What happened is it double top right here. We called it out. It's a double top. Ends up going from 66 down to 60. We caught that rhythm all day long. All day long we caught that rhythm. Right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. Alright? We even caught this one at 45.5 in the morning. So, I'm sorry. We actually had one more trade that worked out. We caught that one too. That was a buy on confluence on that dip. We caught that one. Then we caught the major low. Look at that run. Beautiful. Which is exactly my number I was calling, 52, before we had a rollover. Then I had a counter trend short at 54. Then I had a buy at 49, and look how I nailed the low. Look how I nailed the low. Look at that. Nobody can beat our system. Can't do it. A lot of people try to imitate it on YouTube. You know, there's a lot of people out there that think they know how to trade. Well, I say that, you know, that you call the live trades out in the room before they happen. And then let's see how long you'll have your subscribers. I call them early. So, very nice. That's how you do it. Let's go to the euro real quick. I'm running out of time. Hold on one second. All right, everybody. This is my euro chart, okay? My euro versus the US dollar. But we trade it with the EC because they mimic each other to a T. So what I do is this. I want to know the overall trend. I have a crossover right here on my moving averages. I got distribution, okay? This is where we only look to take shorts. That's it. Only shorts. So all we do is go to my long-term time frame, and we look to take shorts only. Let me show you how we just nailed last night. I mean, we just nailed it. Over 200 and some pips. Watch this. With no heat against you. You will be, if you come in my room, you will be an EC trader. Because 70% of your money is not going to come from the S&P. S&P, you get good setups like I just showed you. But the euro, you can really, really take it home with the euro. Especially since we're doing all the other currencies with it. Hold on one second. Watch this, everyone. Remember, the trend is down. I'm only taking shorts from the 15th. Now watch this. All right, everybody, check this out. You won't go anywhere on the web and find the opportunity you're going to get in my live trading room. I have added an indicator that tells us not only the overall big trend, but when to get in exactly to the bar and when to get out exactly to the bar. Just over the last day and a half, this is a euro, did 384 pips. There was 12 wins and 1 loss. We have a hard stop of 10 pips on every trade. The only loss we had, it went 11 pips exactly and tanked. Huge. We got nicked out by 1 pip. Or this would have been 13 wins and no losses. Watch this, everybody. I just showed you the chart. Rewind on the US dollar. I mean the euro versus US dollar. But we trade the EC because it's on the CME. There's no spread. Where we don't have to pay commission like that. I mean, you still have to pay commission, but this is a better way to do it. The margin requirements are awesome too. So they're $500 per day on different brokerage houses that we recommend. So it's $12.50 a pip. So that's over $4,500 a day if you caught all the moves. Now, here's what you do. The market's in a downtrend, okay, everybody? We knew that in long-term time frame. Once I see a red bar right there, red bar pops up. It closes. Keyword closes. I open it up on the next bar. I am now short 1.3218 on the EC. Okay? Look at it. It never goes against you at all. The high is 1.3218. You had no heat at all on that move, and it goes down 25 pips. Look at the next trade. We're only taking shorts. Long-term time frame that we just showed you is down. Green bars, green bars. This is what we want. Let the market set up. First red bar prints. We enter on the second bar. Open it up. 1.3195. You're now short. The EC. It goes against you by 0. You have no heat on the trade. 1.395 is a high. Goes down 30 pips. Next trade. I just released this indicator in the trading room too, everybody. With my overall system. It's awesome. Plus, we're going to be doing this with the 7 other currencies. There's no reason you can't do 500 to 1,000 pips a week trading these currencies. You can see why. The system nails it with a real small stop. All right. There's our red bar. Open it up. 31.79. Does not go against it as us at all. No heat on the trade at all. Goes down 57 pips. Next trade. This is our only loss that we had right here. We had a red bar that printed, so we opened it up right there. 31.71. Look at the high, everyone. The high was 31.81. It nicked us by 1 pip and tanked. That's how accurate this system is. Our only loss for the day, it nicked us by 1 pip. That's how accurate we are. Okay? Look, 109 pip drop. Look at that. Look how beautiful this was. Textbook. Open, 31.72. The highest high, 31.72 after you got in. You took no heat on the trade, and it fell 109 pips, traders. 109 pips. Okay, rally back up. This is my retracement trade again. That's why I love these. My retracement bars go back up, get a red bar, enter, open, 30.89. Let the bar close first red, open it at the next bar, 30.89. We go short. It doesn't go against us at all, 30.89, and drops, 38 pips. Next one. You get the idea, 23 pips, 19 pips, 14 pips, 20 pips. Now, look at this. Here's what's kind of cool. We get a red bar, so you open it up at the next bar, right? 30.49 is when you went short on this opening of the green bar. You're okay on the EC because it only went against you by how many pips? 7 pips, and then it tanked. 18 pips. So the trade was a winner. There's 9 pips, and there's 22 pips. So total, 384 pips minus the 10 pips. So it'd be 374 total off of an evening and a half worth of trading. This is the day session on Thursday, and then the evening session on Thursday night. 384 pips, 12 wins, 1 loss. Now this works on all the currency pairs, which I have another viewer for you in here that you get in here. So when you get in with my monthly fee, you get the S&P from 930 to 415, and then I'm going to give you the euro and the other currency pairs also, so you can see the value in the system. So please contact Gerald under Contact Us. Sign up for the free 3-day trial, and then you can nail it like we will. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you in the room Sunday night. Just contact Gerald, and we'll get you started. All right, traders, welcome to our website. You can see we nail it every single day. Now, let me show the other markets we nail. Hold on 1 second. It's not the only currency market that we're doing. Hold on 1 second. Okay, remember, not counter trend trading the market is key. I see a lot of fakes and phonies out there that try to mimic my system. A lady started her website in November. An individual started his website that tried to take my time frames also. It's not, you guys are not even close. You're still counter trend trading, and you don't even have my indicators. So, you know, there's a lot of junk out there, everybody. You need to get into a live trading room where I'm saying, hey, come to my live trading room. Don't take my word for granted. You know, don't take my word for it. Just get in there, and I'll show you live. No obligation, no credit card, nothing. I'll show you live, and I'll show you traders that are making money, because they're in there chatting the whole time, and they're telling you what I do in my trading room. Unlike other trading rooms, I ask everybody, how many pips you up today? What's the S&P total? I'm not afraid, because they make money with my system. That's the difference than a lot of junk that's sold out there. So feel free to come in and join the trading room for 3 days and watch how we turn the market. We turn the market. We have 6 different trade setups, and they work out really, really well. Now, this is just the EC, okay, right here, and it follows the euro versus US dollar. Let me show you the other markets. All right, you probably ask, well, Jay, does it work on all the other currencies? Absolutely. Look at the British pound. Look at my trends I get. Look at the trends I get. You got to have a long... See, the thing about trading the Forex, trading the currencies is just like trading the Forex. It's actually better than trading the Forex because your entries and exits are precise. And you have to worry about the spread. And your margin requirements are small too. What's nice is look at these trends we get. Look at that, everyone. It's a British pound. Now you're saying, okay, well, that's a long-term chart, Jay. and you're telling me that that's what our bias is going to be, well, show me some trades that the British pound did on your entry chart. All right, I'll show you. Hold on one sec. I'll show you the last couple days. Same philosophy, traders. It's a British pound, only taking shorts. Look at that. Textbook. Look at these trades. Back to back. Back to back. The philosophy remains the same, traders. We're only taking shorts. So the reason I've been doing this since 1993, selling retracements or buying retracements with the overall intraday trend. The reason I do so well with my intraday trend is I use a long time frame. And I use shorter time frames for my entry. But this tells you exactly where to get in. You short the British pound right here. You'd open up at 1.50. The highest high was 1.50. You took no heat at all against you. The market did not move against you at all. Got all the way down to 49.26, 75 pip hit. That's how you do it, everyone. All right, everybody. Daytradingthefutures.com. I'm sorry, daytradingthefutures.com. That's our website. Daytradingthefutures.com. Feel free to come into our website. Sign up for the 3-day free trial. Gerald, my partner, will get you in. You only have 3 days to try it out, so I want you to view the PDF, the free PDF. The free PDF is very important. It's going to let you know all of our trade setups that we look for. Alright, then once you get in the room, Gerald's always available during the day. If you don't want to talk in the live room, if you're not getting something, but it's very easy, these setups. The system's very complex by nature, but very simple to execute. I mean, how hard is it when you see a red bar and you open up on the next red bar? That's your entry. How hard is that? If it turns back green bar, you get out at a loss. It's not that hard, traders. I made this so simple that anybody can make money in the futures market. You just got to take your losses when they're there and let your winners run. Cut your losers short, let your winners run. That's what we do in our trading room. All right? I got traders that's doing well over 200 plus pips a day, and just the EC alone without the other currencies that I'm adding right now. And I got traders doing over 10 to 20 points a day on the S&P also. All right? So you got any questions, feel free to contact me or Gerald on the website, or go to my YouTube page at www.youtube.com/user/E-mini day trader. It's at the bottom of my website. Okay? All right, and contact Gerald and we'll get you started. All right, traders, nothing out there on Wall Street like this. So take advantage of it while you can. Thank you. Bye-bye.